Okay, always saying people, and welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel. So today, guys, we'll be talking about how to backtest your trading strategy. So on the screen, as you can see, I've got two positions that mapped out there, a short and the long position on the ends of the JPY. This is just for the purpose of the video. If you want to find out, more content related to technicals and understanding different strategies, make sure you check out my Forex education playlist in the description, and it will be on my channel as well if you want to learn, more technical based content. But for now, we'll be talking about back testing, how to record it, what we're looking to record, and tips and things and stuff to focus on. So let's just get straight into the video. So as you can see, I've got two positions out there, just shorting at the high and buying at the low. We've got one win and one loss here. So when I'm recording my back testing data, I'm using the replay tool on TradingView, basically going back to a certain time, year, month even, and then I'm just back testing the data. And as soon as my requirements are hit for a trade, I take the trade as unbiased as possible. There's no money at stake. There's nothing at stake here. All we want to do with our back testing data is just learn, is our strategy profitable, number one, and how profitable is the strategy. So when we're taking trades, when we're back testing, you want to be unbiased as possible, not trying to see, okay, is this one going to win better because this one's with the higher time frames, or this is at this area. Forget all of that. You just want to see the raw kind of win rate, the raw kind of performance of the strategy. And once we get that in our hands, we understand what it is, then we can start to look to modify and start to improve the strategy as we go along. But when you're first testing a strategy, you just want to know raw, how does it perform in the live markets when you're trading it. So when I ever get my requirements, I'm just taking the trade. If it's a loss, win-win, we record it. And so as for example here, I've taken the trade at this high here, short of the market, using this tool here on the left, the long position and short position, to record where I would have shorted, where to put my stop loss, and obviously where I would have put my target. And as you can see for this one, it played out to those lows there. It's basically just playing the range really. And as you can see, 3.93 R was the outcome of the trade. So on to recording the data. This is the columns and the chart that I used to record my back testing results. Some people have slightly different columns and different things they record. I will go into that in a second, but for me, this is what records and helps me when I'm trading my strategy. So on the left, you can see we've got a trade number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. Pair, I've got ends of JPY, the pair we're trading. The date, 20th July there. If I go to TradingView, all you need to do is take your crosshair onto when you've entered. And as you can see, if you go to the bottom of the screen, highlighted in black, it says 20th of July, 2022. So that's what I recorded there. The time, same thing as well. Just go on to the crosshair when you entered. This says 2 o'clock, but because that's the time the candle opens, and this is the 4H time frame. So when it closed, it will be 4 hours later, which will be 6 o'clock, which is what I recorded there, which is when I would enter the trade. Win, loss, break even, place a mark on win. Profit and loss, 3.93. That was the risk reward of the trade. You can record percentage, actual profit amount if you want to, but back testing there, you just want to look at the raw data. So I'm not really too focused on the monetary aspect. I just want to see the percentage or the risk reward, the performance of the strategy. And then drawdown. Again, this is a bit more specific to me, but for me, when I was trading my strategy, a lot of the time I would close my positions early when I'm in drawdown because I become a bit more anxious. You're not really confident in the analysis anymore, so you just close the position, avoid taking the full stop loss so you can minimize your loss. But a lot of the time, I would see prices reverse in my direction and potentially become a winning trade. So for me, understanding the drawdown, the average drawdown for wins and losses actually helped me hold the trade for longer, because I know, okay, if I'm going to see an average of 30% drawdown, sometimes it might be 5%, sometimes it might be 90% drawdown before it actually becomes a winner. I can sit in these trades for a lot longer. So recording the drawdown helped me from that perspective. There's other ways you can look to maximize drawdown and turn it into a strength as well, but for me that's mainly what I'm focusing for drawdown. Again, don't have to have it in your back testing column if you don't want to. Then duration, again, a bit more tailored to me. As a swing trader, I do hold positions for multiple days, sometimes into the next week as well. So I do want to see how long on average I'm holding a trade, and this helps me psychologically because it means I'm not checking the chart every 5 minutes. If I know that I'm holding trade for 3, 4, 5 days on average, then when I place a trade, I can just go and do something else, set my alerts, obviously manage the trade, maybe at the end of the day or whenever I get an alert. But it doesn't mean I have to come back and check the trade every 5 minutes because I know, I probably won't have to do anything for another 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So from that aspect, that helps me a lot. And to record those two things, all I'm using is this measuring tool here to record the drawdown, measuring the high of my stop loss, 72.8 pips. Then I measure the high of the max pips that price went against me. In this case, 22.2. So to work out the drawdown, do 22.2 divided by the 72.8 pips, which is the how much price went against you versus the max stop loss, times that by 100 and you get your percentage. And then to record the duration of the trade, just record from the start when you got into the trade, again using the measuring tool on the left, drag it to the end where you exit the trade, where it hits your take profit or your stop loss in the second case, which we'll get to the second. As you see, 11 days, 12 hours there. I'll record that number. In this case, as you can see, the start to where I hit my stop loss, 16 hours, I record that number there as well. So that's how I record that data. And then you got the screenshots before and after. Again, using the camera tool up there on the right, the snapshot tool, just click that and click copy link to chart image. And then when you click that, it'll give you the link in your kind of clipboard. And all you do is just copy and paste it into there, and you get the screenshot of the trade there beautifully. So and finally, any comments that you might have about the trade. In this case, I was playing the range, so I wrote that twice because that's what we're doing for the trade. So this is what I record. There's things that I've left out that I don't really use, like the many pips your stop loss is. For me, there's not really much a use for the amount of stop loss. I mean, not the amount of stop loss, the amount of pips for the stop loss. For me, I'm more concerned about stop loss placement, in relation to my entry. So is my stop loss below structure? Where it is, I'm not really too concerned about how many pips it is. I just want to make sure, is my stop loss in the safe position? It could be 50 pips, 75, 20. As long as it is in the safe place, I'm happy. So again, some people do have a column for stop loss size, and they record that. For me, it doesn't have too much use. Some people have different entry types for their trades, so they'll have a column for their entry type as well, see which entry type works better. So again, you can look to add stuff in like that as well. But for me, this is what I use for my back testing. And again, a key tip, once you've back tested and you come up with your trades, and again, how many trades you should do, I should say, at least 100 trades, more the better. And a big tip is, like, for some people that ask me on my streams, how many tested trades should they do? You should do how many trades it takes for you to feel comfortable and confident in your strategy. Some people could do 200 and feel really comfortable, and confident in their strategy. Some people might need to do double or not triple that before they start to feel more comfortable in their strategy. So do how many trades it takes for you to feel comfortable in your strategy. And I would say at least 100, no less than 100, at least 100. But the more the better. So if you hit 100, you feel confident, still do some more, but at least you got that 100. So 2, 3, 4, 500, those are the numbers that you want to be hitting. But at the end of the day, the more the better, really, the more information you get. So that hopefully answered that question on that topic. But the main things I'm focused on once I've got all my data and I've seen the strategies profitable is I'm focusing on the screenshots, so the before and after. I'm focused on the P&L to see what my risk reward is on the average. So once I've got 100 back tested trades at least, I'll calculate the average profit and loss for each on average or over the 100 trades. And then I'm looking at the ratio between win, loss, and break even. Those are the three main things I'm focused on to see, what conditions do my strategy perform best in. I find that out by looking at the screenshots. Is it trending markets, corrective markets, ranging, lightly trending? I can see from the screenshots there. And then I can see what my average P&L is, which is around about 3. So I understand that. by taking the average of the P&L. And then finally, for me, when I look at the win rate, I kind of look at the ratio between win, loss, and break even. And this provides me with a lot of information because, when you talk about a win rate, say you got a 60% win rate, that means you lose 4 trades and you win 6 for every 10 trades that you take. But this only makes sense if you don't take any break even trades, because if you take a break even trade, say out of the 10 trades, you win 3, so 3 hit take profit, 3 go break even, and then you take 4 losses. Well, technically your win rate is only actually 30% because you only win 3 out of those 10 trades. So for me, I focus on the win-loss break-even ratio between these trades. So for example, we've got 1 win, 1 loss, 0 break-even. So for 3 trades, well, 2 trades actually, we've got a ratio of 1, 1, 0. Say we take 100 trades and we get, 33 wins, 33 losses, and 34 break-evens. Then on average, our win-loss break-even will be 33, 33, 34, which is, if you divide it down, will be like 1, 1, and 1, just on average. So we know that for every win we take, we most likely will take a loss and a break even. This psychologically helps us again, because when you take, say you take 3 losses in a row, then you know that sooner or later wins will come, through the door. And same with, you're on a winning streak, you're taking 5 wins in a row, and you know that on average, for every win you take a loss and a break even. You know that losses and break even are going to come knocking the door, and when they do, you can stay calm, cool, collected, and still maintain that strategy. So for me, I'm focused on the ratio between win, loss, and break even. The P&L, the average risk reward, what I'm working with, and obviously the screenshots is what I'm looking at. But that's kind of the overview of my back testing. I'll probably do another video on back testing to actually go through the process of taking multiple trades through the replay tool. But this is kind of like the overview of my back testing, what I'm recording, what things I'm looking at, how many pairs, how many trades you should be taking as well. So hopefully this video did make sense. But yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed the content, please be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't done already, hit the bell, share the content, really does help the channel out. Leave a comment down below if there's any specific videos you want to see on the channel. But yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the video. Have a great day. I'll catch you all in the next one.